Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 5:30.
We begin tonight with breaking news where multiple crews are fighting a warehouse fire near Barnesville, Minnesota. Thanks for joining us. Fire crews were called to a warehouse fire off Highway 52. Clay County Sheriff Bill Berquist tells us there was no one inside at the time. In fact, the business is moving equipment out of the building. Valley News Team's Giovanna Simic is live on the scene with more. Giovanna, what can you tell us?
Thanks, Christine. Like you said, the situation has been cleared. Crews are cleaning up now. Authorities tell me the fire did start around 3:30 in a potato farms factory. They say the cause of the fire was a wood stove that caught fire and it ended up spreading to the chimney. The chimney caught fire and it caused a lot of damage to the attic. As you added, there were crews from Moorhead, Dilworth, Barnesville, but now, like I said, they're all packing up, cleaning, ready to go. No one was injured, and the fire department did have to bring a large water tank because there was a lot of smoke that caused it. Like you said, the warehouse is between Barnesville and Baker. I'll have more information for you when it becomes available. Back to you.
All right, thanks so much, Giovanna. Continue to stick with Valley News Live and valleynewslive.com for updates on this story. And new information on a drug bust in North Fargo's Roosevelt neighborhood. Court documents filed today say 23-year-old John Eiton was staying with his girlfriend and her child for the past 6 months. Eiton's girlfriend could also face child neglect charges in this case. About a block from Roosevelt Elementary School on 10th Avenue North is where police believe Eiton was dealing heroin, meth, and prescription drugs before getting busted.
I mean, when you take one person off the street, I mean, someone else is going to step up and fill that void, unfortunately.
Police say despite the recent drug bust, there are still deadly drugs on the streets and in neighborhoods. Valley News Team's Ashley Bishop explains why Fargo police are reminding people to get involved in keeping their safe.
Community watch signs say to report suspicious activity to police. But some people ask what activity is considered suspicious.
I guess that's the tricky part. I don't know what specifically would look suspicious.
It's hard to define what is suspicious. What's normal in your neighborhood?
Anderson says there are common signs you would see if illegal activity like drug dealing is going on.
There's a large volume of stop-and-go traffic out of a certain residence. Vehicles that you've never seen before. The time that they stay is relatively short, 5-10 minutes tops. And a lot of traffic going in and out of there. That might be something that is suspicious and that you may want to alert the police department on.
Anderson explains police are invested in keeping the community safe, but they can't do it alone. They need the community's help, and no tip is an inconvenience.
Because that little tip could be a piece of a larger puzzle that we might be missing.
Alec Henry lives just 2 blocks away from where the drug bust happened. And although he hasn't called the police in the past, he would in the future.
Something seemed off or weird. You would just call it in and report it, and then the police would decide how to go from there.
In Fargo, Ashley Bishop, Valley News Live.
If you have a tip for Fargo police, give them a call at 701-241-5777 or click on the story on Valley News Live and fill out their online report a crime form. Today, Eiton made his first court appearance. He's facing 22 charges, 19 of which are felonies. Eiton can face up to 3 life sentences. Bail was set at $500,000 cash. A recently released report from the Minnesota Department of Health details how a resident at the Monoman Health Center died of neglect. The man that died received a dose of morphine 10 times greater than the amount prescribed to him, all because his medication wasn't accurately charted. Valley News Team's Cornelius Hawker will have much more about this concerning matter on Valley News Live at 6, including what the facility plans to do to make sure this doesn't happen again. And we've had gusty winds and gray skies throughout the day today, but can we expect rain or even snow going into the evening hours? Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Hutch Johnson and First Weather. Hutch?
Thanks so much, Christine. As we look at the radar, we see a line of precipitation out to the west. For many of our northern counties, it's falling in the form of snow. Down south, some raindrops. Let's get you in a little closer. This is moving right over the Rock Lake Can-Do area right now, and it stretches all the way south to just west of the Devil's Lake area after passing through and near Maddock. We had some flakes near Carrington showing up, but that looks like it's warming up a pinch and starting to mix over with rain, as is the case in Jamestown. Not all of this reaching the ground yet down south, but certainly some wet conditions possible. It looks wet in the Devil's Lake area from the DOT camera there, and a few flakes mixing in, as you could see. Here's Dunseith, a nice little coating on the grassy areas with some wet roads out there, so be cautious. We're not expecting significant accumulations this evening. Breezy with gusts over 20 miles per hour possible as we stay in the cool air this evening. Your planner for Fargo shows temperatures near 40 degrees, pretty stable through the night. And I'll have details on some more rain, wind, and cold air in our forecast here in just a moment.
All right, thanks, Edge. Dry conditions across Grand Forks County are now deemed a fire emergency by officials, and a burn ban is now in effect. However, the city of Grand Forks is not included. It's a Class B misdemeanor if you violate a burning ban. If charged, you could receive up to 30 days in jail and a $1,500 fine per incident. You could also be charged for the cost to put it out. The burn ban will remain in effect until further notice. In today's schemes and ripoffs, the Beltrami County's Sheriff's Office is warning about scam calls going around the area. It's known as spoofing. The scammer manipulates what is displayed on the caller ID as the call comes in, and that number can be misleading. For example, one of the police department's cell phone numbers was used in this scam. Officials suggest verifying who the caller is before you give out any personal information. Although rezoning is already approved by Fargo City Commissioners, an apartment complex project in North Fargo is still a hot topic for some living in the area. Residents in the North Fargo neighborhood, where the new Bison Village apartments will go, are holding a meeting tonight. They're talking about the negotiation process that led to the compromise between the city and Rowers Development, along with the possibility of organizing a neighborhood association. The meeting will be about 2 hours long, starting at 6:30 tonight at the McKinley Gym. We'll bring you the latest on Valley News Live 10 at 10. Bemidji will be working on several projects this season to help make it the north central Minnesota destination for tourists and shoppers. Here on Lake Bemidji's South Shore, a Fargo developer is building a 78-unit apartment building this summer, and a new beach park, playground, and remodeled bathhouse will be built in this area as well. Plus, there's new life coming to the Paul Bunyan Mall. A big portion of the mall has sat empty since Kmart pulled out. It will now open as a Kohl's store this fall.
And then the JCPenney store is also going to do a major remodel. So those two items are going to make our mall much more of a destination for our regional shoppers.
Bemidji's mayor and other city leaders took a bus to St. Paul today. It was a Bemidji Day at the Capitol. It was a chance for them to meet with legislators from across the state and discuss issues that are important to Bemidji. If you've always wanted to see Weird Al Yankovic, their Three Doors Down, or Brandi Carlile in concert, you're soon going to get your chance. There are just 3 of the acts scheduled for the Blue Stem Concert Center in Moorhead this summer. That announcement today from Blue Stem officials. Carlile, a folk rock singer and songwriter, is scheduled to perform June 17th. Yankovic, best known for his musical parodies, is scheduled to play August 12th. In all, there are 10 concerts on this summer's Blue Stem schedule.
The variety for me is key because we don't book based on, my taste by any means. I mean, we try to do a complete variety of music, a complete variety of demographics of what those audiences would be that would come. And for us, it's important to do that from a business perspective, but also for a community perspective.
The first concert is set for May 19th, the last one September 25th. You can check out the complete lineup at valleynewslive.com. Get ready to laugh and cry with actors at the FM Opera this weekend. Fargo Moorhead is in the smallest city in America to host a full-season professional opera company. Friday and Sunday will be their last performances of the season. One tragedy and one comedy will move audiences with the set, acting, and singing.
One great thing about Fargo is everybody wants to come back and sing here. They have such a good time, and they enjoy just the people here and the audiences that everybody asks me to please hire them again.
And to get tickets, go to valleynewslive.com and click on the Hot button. Renting any